fought, there's never been this many unknowns, much less the unknowns that we're dealing with right now. So it's just, it's really a terrifying moment. And it's really, and I'm talking about the competition side. You know, I know what I'm facing. Tony's been getting ready for Khabib Nurmagomedov to fight for a world title for the last 3, 4, 5 months. You know, I don't know how long. It doesn't matter. But it's perfect because I always think they're working harder. I always think they're better than me. I always think they're luckier than me. And I love to face adversity. I'm facing my fears right now, and I think that's what we all need to do.
But here's the deal, though, right? He never said he wouldn't fight. He said, initially, I went to do what was told. I was going there to fight. Then I got stuck in Russia. I can't leave. They're saying I can't leave. People started saying there's a way for him to go fight. He's saying, send me where to go and I'll go fight, right? So it's like, I understand you say it was botched in terms of PR, but was it? I think really that you saw a person, right, dealing with something that bothered him, right? Khabib doesn't want it. People saying he's running or he's afraid of Tony. You got as much transparency from a fighter as you will get from anybody, because you're essentially going through his thoughts with him, but he's just making them public. All the things that he would have probably said to Islam, his dad, everybody, like, tell me where to fight and I'll go. He's saying it. If he's like, well, I'm stuck here, like I can't go back. He's just saying it, right? So he's just essentially being open and honest with everybody. Like, he was very clear that he went there. He didn't have to tell that story. Telling that story that they told him he could go to Abu Dhabi and fight, and then it backfired, that could make the UFC look bad, right? Because they gave him bad information. He left California on them telling him to go there. And it was like, so he's telling you things that he could have held close to the chest because he doesn't want. Khabib has a great relationship with the UFC. So it's like, he was just, at every step, he was just open and honest, and maybe he shouldn't have been. But people always talk about fighters don't want to be open with him. He was open. You saw his thought process as it played out. And if it didn't work in terms of public relations on that side of things, then too bad. But you got to see him making a decision, or trying to make a decision, right in front of your eyes.
Who's most likely to fart loudly in a crowded room? Who's most likely to cry while watching a sad movie? Most likely to have more than 5 children? Who's the smartest? Who would give all their money to charity? Most likely to kill someone? Who's first to die in a zombie apocalypse? Most likely to not take a shower for a week? Most likely to blow all their money in Las Vegas? Most likely to ask a stupid question? Most likely to throw a fit in a game of Monopoly? Most likely to shave their head? Most likely to forget your birthday? Biggest drama queen? Who's your favorite?
Sunday morning at about 4 a.m., a little after 4 a.m., I guess 4:05, my wife woke me up, panicked, and said, there's somebody in the house. And so I jump up and I hear a man's voice screaming at the top of his lungs. And he's not really saying anything. It's just, it was like from deep within. It was really loud. All the way till he ran out of breath, and then he would take a breath and scream again. So I ran out from my bedroom. As soon as I turned the corner, standing in my computer room was a strange guy that I've never seen before. My house was totally dark, and he just, he had this kind of almost like he was flexing at me, this weird posture, and he was just walking towards me. And it was weird. It seemed like I surprised him, which is really odd. But and he just started yelling, and that's where kind of pandemonium started. My wife followed me out of the bedroom, and she had to go down the hallway to get the kids. And I kind of just ran him over, and we started fighting. And this whole time, my wife is trying to gather the kids, get them to their bedrooms or to a bedroom so we could hide them. And it was just, and that was kind of where it started. The fight was on, and with the strange guy in my house.
我感觉我翻过来就能把它三角了。这个，我这样一翻过来。
Here we go. We bop. So we like this. She boom. She boom. Boom. See it? Boom. Boom. And boom. Yeah, just like that.
Almost forgot what I was doing. Almost forgot where I was going. I've been driving, I've been smoking. Almost forgot what I was doing. Almost forgot what I was drinking. What the hell have I been thinking? Don't let the money make you live. I'm just riding through the city. Now I'm just riding through the city. And ain't nobody rolling with me. And ain't nobody rolling with me. It ain't no problem, I'm gon' get it. It ain't no problem, I'm gon' get it. This is trip. Ride around smoking by myself. Don't you know I do it so well? All the right dollar signs all in my head. Rolling solo dolo. This is trip. I do be tripping sometimes, baby. Almost forgot what I was doing. That's what I call a 436. Almost forgot where I was going. I've been driving now.
So Justin Gaethje versus Tony Ferguson, and you attached an interim title to it. Why was the decision made to make it a title fight?
It's a no-brainer. I mean, you have two of the top guys in the world. Everybody felt that, if Conor was going to get a shot at Khabib, that actually Gaethje should get it before Conor. Mm-hmm. I mean, it couldn't have worked out any better. You get Gaethje versus Tony. It's the fight that makes sense. It's two of the top guys in the world. Khabib is out, so the winner will face Khabib.
What do you think this does to Conor McGregor? I mean, there was some chatter that he may want to fight in the summer, that he wanted to fight 3 times, but he wanted to see what happened with this fight against Khabib. And so what do you think is the impact on Conor McGregor's 2020?
This impacts everybody. I mean, this impacts everybody. There's 3 fights that have already been postponed that we're gonna work out over the next several weeks. And I don't know where this puts anybody, because Conor really wants that rematch with Khabib. Mm-hmm. Well, Khabib and Tony or Gaethje won't wait now until probably September. I've also secured an island. I've got an island. The infrastructure is being built right now.
2 fruit, 1 hand challenge. You gotta get to 50. 1, 2.
They got to.
$50. Let's go. See what you got.
I'm falling in and out of love, in and out of love with you. Falling in and out of love, in and out of love with you. Falling in and out of love, in and out of love with you. Falling in and out of love, in and out of love with you. I can keep going. More?